Welcome to You Can Do It. Today we're going to be working on a VW T5.2 that's got a sticky starter motor. Lots of reasons that your starter motor doesn't work properly. Could be the flat battery, could be solenoid, lots of things, but this one I believe has got a sticky starter motor, so we're going to take the starter motor out, service that and see if we can find out what the problem is. That will be a second video actually servicing the starter motor, but right now we're going to look at just taking the starter motor out and putting it back in. So we've got a 5.1 2 litre, which has got DSG gearbox on this one, so there's even less space under there. So let's get cracking and get this starter motor out. At this point it's a good idea to release either the positive or the negative off of the car, just so that no one can start it and do a short. As you can see, it's all a bit of a tight mess down there, and the starter motor's down there, very difficult to get to. So firstly we're going to remove this, and we're going to remove this pipe here to get some more access down there. And I've taken off the cover that's underneath the engine has come off. That's quite simply 5 bolts, so I've already done that. So underneath is all free to get up and get into. So first things first, let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this. Okay, so I've pulled the clip back there, and we can pull that right off. Oh, now it's a bit warped now. Just use a bolt from one of the bolts that held the under tray on, and you can stick that in there and seal that up. Got the bolt in there, look, and that stops any stuff coming out while I move it. So unclip that and leave that there. Now I'm going to undo these two. 1, 2. Take this off. Pull that clip there, look. Pull that off, that's off, get that out of the way. I've just got those two I've taken off. So now, I've still got this one here, let's take that one off. There we are. Right, so that now is loose. Okay, I'll need 2 hands for that, but I'm going to lift that up and move it out of the way over to here. But first, I'm going to loosen this off and take this end off, and then when that's out of the way I can take and undo the other end. So that's just loosely there right now. So now here, like you can see here, so I need to undo this here to take this tube off of that end, and then we'll also undo this one here to get this one off here as well. So let me get on and do that. Okay, look, that's loose there, so that'll come off. Now before we do anything, get that off. And what I do is take a piece of plastic, this is an old, it's not an old, it's a new freezer bag, put that on there, put an elastic band over there, and then that is basically seal that up so nothing can fall in there, cause me a headache there. So now with this I can basically, I've got a little cable, I'll get a tie and pull that out of the way, and then that gives me loads of space there. Okay, I've now got that end off, so I can get this whole pipe, I can take this pipe completely out again, but obviously be very careful not to get anything stuck down there. So yeah, I want to put another piece of polythene over there. You can see the starter motor here now, it's just so that you can't get anything in there. So let me get on and do that. Okay, I've got protection over there, that's protected. Got that there, a little bit of a string, a little bit of a bungee there to pull it out. So now we're down to here. Now you can see this is the starter motor here, so we can start working on it here. So if you see that bolt there, you need a 13mm socket there, just to take off this earth strap here. So let's get on and do that now. Okay, see my little pointer there, it's just touching it. So we've got to get that bolt off, that nut off there, which is 13mm, and this earth strap, and then we can get to the main bolt there, which is I think 16mm. Socket needed. Okay, I've got a 16mm there on a flexible ratchet, and then get down there and undo that 16mm. Okay, that bolt came out there, so that's the top bolt of the starter motor done. So next we need to take this cap off here, which is your feed from your ignition system to actually start the car. So there you've got a little bit of a pink thing there, as you can see, that's a bit of a lock, so you need to push, try to do this, I can't really see because I need to push that up, which I'll do. let me get on and do that. You see now, I've just pushed that little pink clip there on the side there up, so that should free this up now here, so that we can then push this and slide this off the. This is a plastic cap, so let me do that now and I'll come back. Okay, look, that's loose now, look, and we can just push that off here, so the cap's off. It's very difficult here with this DSG, there's not a lot of space around here. So look, the cap's off there, that cap's around here. So now I need to get this off, which is some sort of plastic cover, and underneath there is the mains connector for the starter motor to put the positive in for when you're starting. So that's the trigger, and then the positive's under there. So let me just get this plastic cap off. Okay, to give me more access down here, so I can get to all the connections, I'm taking this whole unit off here. So if you can see there, look, I've taken there's a little plastic connector that goes in there. That's what came out. So you basically have to lever this bit up here, and then that releases the force on those things there, and you can then basically pull that out, and then that allows me then to actually move. This then comes out. It's got two little locating plugs in there. That comes out. Look, and now look, I can see the whole starter motor and get to it. So you've got two choices. You can just tuck this behind here like that, or what I'm going to do, if you look down there, right to the end of here, then you can just unclip one of these little straps and then pull that whole thing out. So I'm going to do that. Okay, we've undone this one here, this top one, because we'll try and take this whole unit out. But look, you remember with these, when you try to take them off, they can be real bitches, just because you've got to push it this way and then pull that out and then come it off, because it's on that clip with a lot of pressure. So if you just try and do it like that, it won't come off. You've got to push it this way and then pull the clip out. So that's off. So I'm going to do the same on this one here, and then we have to take the cables out of that little clip there on the side of that, and then hopefully, if you have a look, see down the end of there, there's a little clip there. Put a screwdriver under that clip there and lift that clip up, and then that whole thing will come out. So I'll get on and do that. Okay, look, all these cables are basically in this plastic thing here, but you can't get that through there. What happens is you have to slide these down, and then you can take them through like individually through that slot. Got that on the top of that like protector for the cables, so you need to clip that off. Once you've done that, that allows you then to literally then drop that cable down in there, and you can pull that out of that cable. Otherwise it's impossible to pull that corrugated bit through there. Okay, so it might sound a bit complicated on the video, but once you're doing this, you'll understand what you're doing. So now I've got all those cables loose. I've just had to undo the one that was there as well, and then these cables are all loose off of this unit here. So now all I need to do, and you see that there, you have to put a screwdriver. You've got a screwdriver under that look, there. You pull that up, and then that will loosen. There, she's up, and then that means I can pull this whole pipe out and the whole unit. Okay, look, there, she's out. So that's that whole unit out there, look. It just makes it a lot easier to get to access to the starter motor. Alright, now we've got plenty of visual access to the starter motor here, look. So this is the lead that we've taken off. So now I've got to try and get this plastic cover off here, and then I can disconnect the power feed to it. So let me get on. Okay, somebody had actually put a cable tie around here, which has made me have to take all this off, so because I couldn't get this back, and now I have to cut the cable tie off. Look, someone had bunched all the cables up with the cable tie. I don't know whether that's original or not, but anyway, since I've taken this out, I've got a lot more space to work in. So now look, we're down there. You can see that's your main power feed from the battery in. So I need to undo this one here, and then I've got everything from the top off, and then I just need to go underneath and release the last bolt for the starter motor. So let me undo that and see how we get on. Let's strap there, which I'm going to cut because I can't get this thing out of the way. So I'm going to cut that little cable tie holding those cables there. Just remember to put that one back. Okay, I've virtually got that one off there. Look. That was really tight because it was all conked up. So I'm going to take that off. Then this is off, and I've just got to go underneath, and we'll do the bottom one, and then we've got to work out a way of getting that starter motor out amongst all those cables. Okay, in the middle of the screen there, that's the bolt we've got to get off. That holds this. It looks like a little straight in front there. That looks like a little just a cable holder. So we've got to undo this bolt here. So I'll put that on there, and we'll take that off. And then there's the 16mm bolt behind it. Okay, so that's come off now. I've taken the bracket off that holds the cable, just holds those cables up. So now we've got to do there. We've got to do this one here. We've got to put a 16mm socket on there, and that's the last. That's the second bolt that holds the starter motor. All right, look, you can see the starter motor's there. It's coming out. So I've just got to go up I'll go up the top and see if I can get the. Okay. So as you can see there. Well, the starter motor is out, so now I'm going to have to wiggle that out and try and get it out. So once I've got it out, I'll tell you how I did it. Okay, you've done it. Well, we've done it. We've got the starter motor out. So now at this point, you have to put your new one in. I'm now actually going to do another video because I'm going to actually try and service this. But if you've got your new one, you take that away, you put your new one, and we'll carry on this video about putting it back in a minute. Okay, start motor's been serviced. I've redone all the bushes and everything. I've checked it all out and tested it just before I put it in. So I've just normally you've obviously got your positive there, but to test it you put it on the other side, just so that you're not even involved in the because you haven't got the trigger feed. So I just pressed it on there with some jump leads from the battery, negative here, positive on there, and the whole thing spins around. So let's see how we get on. So now it's time to put it back in. So we're going to put that down in there. I mean, the way I got it was I pushed it like that and then brought it up here. So I'll put it back in like that and pop it back in. So wish me luck. Okay, that went in the treat. So that's gone in. I've just done that sort of finger tight just to keep that in the right place. I'm now going to connect up the mains feed into there. Look, I took this opportunity just to get a file on there, look, and make a nice new clean copper there if I want to connect that up onto there. So I'm now just going to go and connect that onto there. Okay, that's on there. I've done that tight, put the cap back on it, and I've also put the connector for the actual from the start ignition. That's gone in there. Again, this side's loosely tight, so I'm now going to go underneath and put the bolt back up and tighten that up tight, and then I'll come back up. Okay, so I've just put that in. I've torqued that up nice and tight. So now I'm just going to put the cable carrier bracket that bolts onto there on. I'm going to put that up. So actually there's only this one bolt you have to do underneath. There's not really much faffing around underneath. So let me get that and put that on now. Okay, that's on there. That's that whole cable tidy bracket. That's on 30mm. That's all nice and tight. So that's it. That's everything we've got to do underneath. The only thing we'd have to do is put the cover up, the engine cover underneath, but I'll do that later. Okay, I've just torqued that up now, this one here. So now I just have to put the earth strap on there. While I'm here, I've basically taken the earth strap, look, I've cleaned underneath there, make sure it's all nice, good connection, just to make sure you've got 100% earth on there. Okay, it's all looking good. I've put my replaced the old zip tie that was there. That's all on. She's all nice and tight. So now we're basically all ready to put the this pipe on. So I'll start doing that. Okay, I'll put that pipe back in. So let me get on and do that. Okay, that pipe's got in there. So then we just need to push that down like that. It's clipped. Yep, that's clipped in there. So that pipe can't come out. Brilliant. So then coming back round. Sorry, it's really dark here. Doing a bit of a job here. I want to try and get this done tonight. Right, yes. Okay, so now we've got this. So remember, got two locating stubs there, so that goes in there like that. And then we need to put, that one there back in there. I need both hands for that, so I'll put that in there and clip that on. Alright, she's in. So then basically you need to push that down. There. That went in with a bit of a bang. And that's in there, so that's all nice and sealed. Okay, next thing to do is get this cable in here, and then remember you need to put that little clip on the top of it to stop the thing coming down. So I'll put that on. Okay, now I'll put these back on. Make sure that's there. You hear it clip on. You make sure they're there. That's clipped on. I'll just stick on. There, hear it click. That's on. Those three are on. Great. So now we can take this off and connect that pipe up. Okay, so take that off carefully. Okay, that's on there. I'm not going to tighten that up yet until I've got this this other side on here. So I'm going to take this plastic off and I'll connect that. Okay, that's all done tight. That's tight and that's tight. So now it's a case of turning this up. Remember the stuff will come out there until we take that bolt out and connect that up. So just be careful of that. So I'll flip this back over now and mount that. Okay, remember to connect that up. That's all on, that's connected up. Those two are all done up nice and tight, so everything's back to normal. Just remember you're now in a position to put your battery back on. I'll tighten that up and then we can see if she starts. Okay, we're inside. See if she starts up. Yep, fires up on the button. So, we've done it. We've taken the starter motor out, serviced it, put it back in again, and everything's working fine. So, if you like the channel, please give me a thumbs up. Any comments? I'm waiting for the comments. You can do it.